Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Thursday, April 28th, 2016. Two quick corrections. The Nintendo NX will not be seen at E3 this year, as I had mentioned that we should see it at the event. They had specified that we will not. And I said that the signups for Dreadnought's open beta had begun. It's actually a closed beta. On to today's news, starting with a bunch of VR stuff. The CFO of Sony has said that VR had quite a positive reaction in the US, however the quantity is quite limited. However, they also say that they are not worried about supply lines. Samsung is currently developing a wireless VR headset, no word yet on what type of games will be supported. And now Minecraft is available on Gear VR. It's officially made by Mojang, no mods or anything. Pick it up for $7 or your regional equivalent. In non-VR news, Steam is now accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. It's been revealed that Blizzard worked with Treyarch Studios, the makers of Black Ops, for the aim assist on the console version of Overwatch. Hopefully the two games don't feel too much the same. Speaking of Overwatch, the free open beta times have been announced. It starts on May 5th and ends on May 9th. According to a Sony financial statement, they made more money on the PSN last year than all of Nintendo. In other Game Corporation news, Nintendo is selling off most of their ownership of the Seattle Mariners. They hope to hold on to only about 10%. The division has had an update fixing some bugs like the players not being able to shoot into Falcon Lost anymore. Oxenfree is making its way to PS4 on May 31st. And finally for teasers, Superhot will be on Xbox One next week on May 3rd. Find out which game on console will have graphics options on today's news cartridge. Our top story, Microsoft is going to show off the new Xbox One model at E3 this year, as well as a new type of Xbox One controller. According to NeoGAF, a Chinese production facility has leaked some new information on the new revision of the Xbox with the literal translation, Xbox One 2nd generation. However, it mentions that the product in question weighs between 600 and 800 grams, or between 21 and 28 ounces, about a pound and a half. That amount of weight makes more sense for a controller rather than a new console. The FCC filing a few weeks ago for a new wireless adapter makes a ton of sense now. For more on the new revisions of the Xbox One and its controller, be sure to load your news cartridge every day. Next up, a long-awaited franchise being Forza is finally coming to PC next week, specifically Forza 6. The two big racing series being Gran Turismo and Forza have always been exclusive to console. This is the first time either one is leaving the platform they originated from. The open beta begins a week from today on Thursday, May 5th. The PC requirements are out as well, and if you want to play it, you're going to have to upgrade to Windows 10. This is probably going to get me to finally do it. The minimum requires an i3 and a relatively inexpensive graphics card, and for recommended for 1080p 60 as well as 4K 60 can be seen on the screen right now. As always, if you need help figuring out if you can run Forza 6 or any other game, leave your PC specs in the comment section down below. In the quick spot today, the update to the survival mode for Fallout 4 is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It released on PC today, but has to go through an approval process by Sony and Microsoft, so console players should see it next week. Fixes have been applied to a rare instance that would cause the game to crash when it used assets from the Automatron DLC. Fixed perks being repeatedly applied when loading a saved game while in the robot workbench. Robots can now be assigned as settlement vendors. For a full list of changes, see the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. To end today, this is something you don't see every day. The game NERO by developer Team Ninja will be a PS4 exclusive, and a demo for the game was released yesterday. Included is the ability to choose between visual fidelity and frame rate. Labeled movie mode and action mode, it's nice to see console players being given the choice. In movie mode, the game sacrifices frame rate for visuals, and action mode, vice versa. Pretty basic by us PC gamer standards, but equally just as nice to see. It hasn't been confirmed yet if this option will be included upon release or if it's just a feature of the demo. The demo is available until May 5th, so why not give it a try and let me know if you prefer frame rate over resolution and fidelity. I love frame rate. I love it when it gets over 100 FPS. And now it's time for tomorrow's game releases for PC: Sins of the Demon, Aurora Dusk Steam Age, Classic Fun Collection 5-in-1, Mind Unleashed, Stealth Labyrinth, Baibu, Inida Elemental Arena, Melting Hearts, Our Love Will Grow Too, Puzzle Galaxies, NERO, Nothing Ever Remains Obscure, Mr. Nibbles Forever. That's a game about a hamster in space. Just saying, everybody. Share, Zombilly, Police Infinity, hashtag Kill All Zombies. Oh, God. Logic Missile, City Z, OZ Mafia, Selenon Rising, Secret of the Royal Throne, Cubium Dreams, and Midsummer Night. For Xbox One, Jump Jet Rex and Paranautical Activity. For Nintendo 3DS, Pokemon Rumble World. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I'll see you tomorrow. And why are Protoss players so famous? Because they have a lot of stalkers.